guys, welcome back to Georgia's World, where we're spreading love, joy, peace, and kindness to everyone we know. Today I'm going to be showing you how I do a foundation. Instead of doing a voiceover like I normally do, I'm going to actually try to walk you guys through it. So forgive me if I stumble and make mistakes. This is my first time doing it like this way, but I think it'll be good. So first things first, when I'm applying my foundation, concealer, and all that, I'm going to make sure that my face is ready to handle all that I'm going to be putting on there. So first I like to moisturize my face, and to do that I'm going to be using the Clinique Dramatically Different Moisturizing Gel. And then after that I'm going to apply some Ginseng Green Tea Hyaluronic Repair Toner. I heard that hyaluronic acid is really good for your face, especially when you're about to do makeup. I've been using this at night versus during the day, but today we're going to try it out as kind of sort of a primer for our face before we put on our foundation. So you want to make sure you close your eyes and you hold the bottle away from your face because this is an acid and you don't want to get in your eyes and it will burn. So I take it away and then I do like to fan it in with my good old church fan. So now we're going to, apply our foundation. I use two different shades of foundation. So the first one I use is the Morphe F4 1110 Matte Finishing Foundation, which is called Fluidity. It's a full coverage foundation and it's made by Morphe. I use the 360 Mocha Maybelline Fit Me. I mix these two together for my foundation. One's a little bit darker than me, one's a little bit lighter than me, so I mix them together to kind of get that perfect shade. The first one I'm going to apply is this one. Is the Fit Me. So what I like to do is I like to wet a sponge or a beauty blender. You don't want it, you want it damp, but you want to squeeze out all the water. And see, I should have showed you a before and after. But this was really small, but now that I put the water, it's kind of expanded and blown it up. So once the water is squeezed out, I'm just gonna take it and apply it on here. Same thing, just gonna apply it right on top. And then again, go all over the face. So once that's done, I'm going to then take my concealer and apply it. So the one I applied to my nose is different than the ones that I apply under my eye into my forehead, because I like my nose to look a certain way. So I use a lighter one, and I'm going to be using the Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer in the color Butterscotch. I'm going to use that one on my nose. So I'm going to be using the LA Colors because I know multiple people can find this one because this one is more easy accessible. And it is the color Deep. Alright, once that's done, I'm going to take my, I can't remember what this is called at this moment, contour stick. Take my contour stick and apply it to the areas that I want to slim down. And then my nose, I really am picky about my nose. I like for it to look super skinny. So then taking, here it is, a brush like this. It has a, I don't know, it's like a hard thing right here. I don't really know what it's called, but I use this and I wet it just a little bit, like not even a lot, just like a little bit of water. And I go in. So for my nose, I use a smaller brush and I don't wet it. And I just kind of dab it in. Right here, I like to now add my setting powder, And I use this A0A Studio Perfect Setting Powder. The color is Banana. I take a dry beauty blender. Dry. Dip that right in and go over the areas that I just concealed. So while that's setting in, I'm gonna do my eyebrows. Right now my eyebrows look a little bit wild because I'm trying to let them grow out while we're in quarantine. And so first things first, you're gonna brush them. Especially mine, because mine are really, really curly and looking crazy. Okay. So what I do, a little hack that I use, I take a little bit of like edge control gel, like a little bit, like you probably won't even be able to see this. I don't even know if you can see that, but just a little bit. And I put it on the eyebrows. This is like to help the hairs lay down. Done. Okay. So put that away. So once you brush them, now it's time to fill them in. And I'm going to be using the same company that I use for my setting powder, which is the A0A Studio Wonder Brow Tinted Brown Pomade. I'm going to be using the shade Medium Brown. So here, this is what it looks like. So I have a angled brush that I use. I got this from the same website. And you're just gonna draw your eyebrows in. I like to do the top first. And then go to the bottom. And it's okay if you mess up because you can clean it up later with concealer. Once I've got that on there how I want it, I also take a pencil. You just draw flit little hairs in to fill in. So now it's time to clean this up because I know this looks atrocious. So again, taking an angled brush and using that same concealer that I used earlier, I'm gonna define my eyebrow. And to clean the top part, we're gonna use our foundation. To do the top part, we're gonna take another angled brush, if I can find it. Here it is. So I found it. So going in with our foundation, I'm just gonna use the Morphe one because that's the one we applied last. Just get a little bit, and you're going to apply it to the top. You're gonna apply it to the top. Sorry, I'm whispering. Okay, once that's done, I like to take an angled fluffy brush. Now I'm gonna get rid of the stuff you see up under, or blended in, I guess, really. So I take a powder, and I'm using that book by the Crayon Case. And I'm gonna go in with this shade right here. And this is an angled brush. And I'm gonna apply it right up under and blend this in. Now, let's move on to our eyes. This is just showing you guys what my foundation looks like. So I'm not gonna be really doing an eye look. I'm just gonna be doing like a simple, if you were to go like out now, well, I guess it wouldn't be natural, but as simple as possible. So first things first, I'm gonna do eyeliner. You can do whatever eyeliner you prefer. This is just a cheap eyeliner I have that I like to use. I don't know the name because it's wiped off. But anywho, it has a defining, it's not a brush, it's if it's not a brush, what is it called? I'm trying to figure it out. It's hard here, so like it's not like a brush where it fans out. I don't know what it's called. If you would like, I didn't do this time, but you could like use a brown powder that kind of matches the shade of your foundation. Apply that to the eye, the eyelid, if you would like to. I didn't. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. It just depends on the mood I'm in. But then it's time for the wing, my favorite part. So this one I'm going to be using the e.l.f. Jet Black. This one is a brush at the end, so it does fan out, which is, I feel like, what you need when you're doing a winged look. You can pop some lashes on if you want to, depending on where you're going. For me, a good mascara will go a long way. Next, I'm going to take off this powder. To do that, I like to use this brush here. And I take a pressed foundation powder. For me, this is Filter Effect Finishing Powder number 14, and it's by Morphe as well. But first, I'm gonna dust the powder off, and then if I have to, I'll go back in with it. I'm just gonna load a little bit of the finishing powder. You can see what I see in the mirror. You'll be like, dang, this look good. But I feel like on the camera, it doesn't look how it's looking in this mirror. And that's bothering me. But that's neither here nor there. So once that's done, I'm going to apply lip. And for me, if you know me, you know I only use B. Simone Beauty. Her lip pencil and her liner, and her lip pencil and her lip glosses are really, really good. So I like to use the Boss Up liner. It's like a deep purple, I'll say. It's a deep purple. I'm just gonna line my lips. I'm gonna use Blockum. And I'm gonna and then I take the Diamond Less Clear. Can y'all see how good it looks? I don't think you can. Okay, let's see if I can show y'all how this looks. So once that's done, the look is pretty much complete. You can go out, go on a date, go to church, whatever you want to do. I'm gonna try to find some better lighting so you guys can see how good this looks. This is the finished look. It looks really good. Tell me what y'all think. Is this a yes or a no? Did I do good or not? Well, that's the end of the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. As I said earlier, welcome. Thank you for joining me for Georgia's World, where we spread love, joy, peace, and kindness to everyone you know. Know that I love you, know that God loves you, and see you on the next video.